Hello. Hope it's working. Okay, so thank you for agreeing to work with me today. The purpose of this interview is to learn more about how students think about transformations and gain an understanding of students' algebraic thinking. I'm going to ask you some questions and about your thinking and reason. Okay, so today you'll work on 3 challenge problems. You can use graph paper, patty paper, color pencils, other classroom supplies to help you figure it out. So this first challenge is Zariah was given triangle ABC and performed 3 transformations below. Her end result can be seen in the graph. Unfortunately, she cannot remember which order she did them. Can you figure it out and convince me that you are correct? So you have 3 task cards. Remember that this triangle here is your starting triangle because there's no primes. You can't see that one, but that says double prime. So you can.
I just have to talk out loud from how I do that. Okay, so this is second, third, and fourth. So you have to, it has to get down there somehow. So you're gonna have to rotate it.
Okay, would you rotate it first? You've got 3 different ones. Oh, so you've got reflection over the x-axis. You've got this one that says translation. And then you've got rotate counterclockwise.
Oh,
So-
I didn't see the 90 which I could pick.
Yeah, you have these 3. You're just gonna tell me
You would
which order she did.
reflect first, and then you would translate.
Okay. How do you know that?
Well, I would reflect first because I think that's easier, and then I would translate because I think translation is the hardest.
So if you were starting at A and you wanted to reflect over the x-axis, what would you do?
Well, I would count up and then go that way.
So when she counts and reflects, you're here, right? And then you said you would translate. So if we translate up, or what, up 1, right 8, it will be over here.
Never mind.
Okay, so
Then
what else do you think you would do? No right or wrong answer. I just want.
would you translate and then reflect?
Okay, we'll work through it. You can use the patty paper, use the pencil. Use, So just start with A, and you said you would translate first, right?
No, because it
So
wouldn't work.
Okay.
Rotate it.
Okay. You can use all 3. You don't have to use just 2.
Oh,
So if you rotate it counterclockwise, which quadrant is it going to be in?
this one.
Counterclockwise.
Oh, this one. So that it doesn't work.
Well, if you counterclockwise it, it would be here. And then if it was here, it was in the first quadrant. Could you?
Then you could reflect, and then you would translate.
Okay. So do it on the paper.
Okay.
So what is that? What is that rule?
What is that rule?
Yeah, for 90 degrees counterclockwise. We have rules, remember?
To makes it 275 clockwise.
So your rule, remember we have XY coordinate, and then we have our, after the 90 degrees, flip X and Y, we make Y negative. So where would A be?
2, 4. It would be -4, 2. I wanted to go over there. Okay. That's A.
Okay, what's A prime? Okay, so that's triangle A prime, ABC prime, A prime, B prime, C prime. So that is your rotation. So then you said what would happen?
So you rotate first, and
Okay.
then
Mhm.
I would reflect it
Over
the x-axis.
over this. So go ahead and put that on your paper, reflecting over the x-axis. So use that triangle and reflect over these things. It's okay. It's okay. Do some more. Okay. That looks about right. Cause you reflected two spaces, reflected here, so that's. Might be, that guy might be a little bit low, but that's okay, that's fine. Since you reflected over the x-axis, and now what would you do last to get where she is? Transfer.
Okay, so you have to
Okay,
translate.
do we think that matches up?
Yeah,
Okay, so the end result of the first triangle to the last triangle, are they still congruent to its
Yes.
original shape? Why?
because it didn't change in size or shape.
It didn't change in size or shape. Good job. Okay. I think I have. All right, so that one's good. So the second one, it says challenge two, you get a set of transformation cards. You're gonna pick 3 at random. So you're gonna explore, and I have them already. Oh, cut out. And you're gonna just pick them randomly. So I'll mix them up. And you are going to see, explore the different ways that they can be sequenced and demonstrate one possible order below. But you're just gonna figure out how you can move them. I pick 3. They are the easier ones, so don't freak out. Okay. So any 3. What do you have?
Translation 3 units down, and then xy equals negative x negative y, and then xy equals negative xy.
Okay, what do you think these are doing? What do you think there?
This is making the points negative, and this one is making x negative.
So if this one makes the points negative, is that rotating or reflecting?
Rotating
How many degrees?
180.
And then what about this one?
That one's reflecting over the y-axis.
Yep. So you're gonna look through these ways and see if you can move this triangle the same way you did in challenge 1, but you're gonna be in control. So you can do whatever order you want to do. Just tell me what order that you pick.
I'll just translate down.
Okay. That's the first one, so translate the triangle down 3 units.
That's all I do, right?
Yep.
1, 2.
Connect your dots so we can see the triangle. Okay, and then what other, you have 2 ones. You have this one, which is what?
Rotation.
Rotation of 180, and then this one was
Reflection over the y-axis.
reflection of, which one do you want to do first?
Reflection.
Okay, so reflect over the y-axis. Which one is the y-axis? Okay. And then the last one is your rotation,
180.
180, yep.
So I have to make the X and the, change the X and the Y.
Yep.
This one.
Okay. So based on what you did, if you put it in a different order, so let's say I said, okay, we're gonna rotate first
Mm-hmm.
and then go down and then reflect over the y-axis, would you end up here?
No. Or yes. No. I don't know.
No? Okay, so no, you wouldn't. So if you're thinking about the word unique, what do you think of when you think of the word unique?
Like special,
Special, or there's another word?
different.
Different. So is there different ways that somebody could translate this triangle if it had the same task cards as you?
Oh,
We put
yeah.
them in a different order.
Yeah.
Would their triangle be different than yours?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So how many unique possibilities are there?
9. I mean,
Okay, 9. How did you get 9?
there's 3 functions and 3 cards, so 3 times 3.
So there's 3 different task cards,
Mm-hmm.
and you said there can be.
It gave me 3 functions,
Mm-hmm.
so I just multiplied them. I don't know.
Okay, so you just multiply them. 3 times 3 is 9.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I just want you to dig a little bit deeper. So like if we had down 3 first, we could put down 3 first, and then we could do reflect and rotate, right?
That's what I did.
And then, yep. And then you said, okay, if we kept down 3, we could do reflect and then, or what did I say? We could switch the 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be another possible unit.
Mm-hmm.
So if we work that out, you would get 9 different unique possibilities. Yes. Okay. 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 That's it. How did you know each of your sequences of your cards are unique?
Because they all say something different.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right, and then this last challenge says we're gonna lay out all of the little task cards. This is the last one that we're gonna do. I don't even know what my time is looking like. Bill has not rang for lunch yet. Okay, so this last one, I think there's 9, 10, there's 10. There is 10 of them. It says, can you find 3 cards that no matter the sequence you perform, the result will end the same?
Uh-huh. So this one, I know to reflect over the Y. This one's reflect over the X.
Okay, so you're telling me that this one's reflect over the X, this one's reflect over the Y. Okay, I like that. but if we were to pick three of them, so like, you know how you pick three at random?
Oh, yeah.
So if we could pick three, I just want you to think, because there's no right or wrong answer here. I want you to think, if we were to say, okay, if we reflect over the Y, reflect over the X, and reflect over the Y, are we gonna end up in the same spot?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're just moving it back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Is there another one up here?
Reflection over y equals x.
That is, what kind of line is that? When we see it on the graph, it's not the x-axis and it's not the y-axis.
The
What,
0.
what line are we reflecting over?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I want you to look at the cards, and I just want you to find somewhere where you can end in the same spot. I'm gonna guess this is it. So you can work it out. Just think about it. I'll give you a couple minutes to think about it. Just think about it. So we said that if we reflect 3 times, we'd end up in the same spot. If we were to use X and Y and X again, or Y, X, Y, right? Is there another one up there that we could use?
The translation.
But is there
No, that
any,
wouldn't work.
is there any translations that are the same?
No, I just said it wouldn't work.
Okay. We'll look at,
This, the
Okay.
rotation.
But there's one more, so that's, which one is that?
Rotation 180.
That's 180. So if we had a coordinate plane. Ended up in the first quadrant, like, we just did.
You could use 180 and you'd end up in the third one.
Okay.
Then you could use, is this 190?
That one is. Yeah, that one's 90.
You could use
Okay,
90 to get you to 270.
yep,
And
and then
then
there's
you
one
could
more.
reflect to get it back.
Reflect,
Translate.
I'll translate. So there's this one. Okay, that one's 90. That one's 180. There's another rotation up here.
Is this a rotation? No.
Mhm.
It's a reflection. This one? No, that's reflection. Oh,
No,
this one. And that would get you 90 again.
Yeah,
You get-
or it would be like 270, but it's the same thing, 270 on
And then-
counter.
Yeah, cause 90 counterclockwise is 270 clockwise.
Yeah, so if we were here, what order would you go in? We're
Nine,
in quadrant one, what order would you do?
90, 180.
270? Whatever you think, it's whatever you think. Don't stress, don't stress. Okay, so you said if you wanted to start with 180, we would be in what quadrant?
The third.
The third. How am I gonna get back over here with those other two that I just gave you?
Well, both of them equal 90, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could just do either one of them first.
Yeah, so if we did this guy first and we ended up where we needed to be. That one is 90 clockwise.
And then this one is 90 counterclockwise.
Mm-hmm. Or 270.
Yeah.
Clockwise. So we would end up back where we started.
Mhm.
Okay. So we wrote those cards below. Explain why is this, why or why not this is possible. So we found that rotating them brings them back where they belong. Because why?
Cause it's like a clock, it just goes in a circle.
Okay. So if we started at 0 and we went all the way to what? It would bring back,
To 0,
not to 0. So if we go here to here, what is that?
90,
90. Here to here is,
80, 180,
and then here to here.
270.
So if we came back
Oh,
here.
360.
Yes, 360. Okay. So why this is possible? Da, da, da. Okay. I think that's it. Explain why. Does order matter?
Yes,
Yes. Why?
because if you mess up and you do the wrong thing first, then it's not gonna give you like inaccurate.
It's not gonna be the same, right?
Yeah.
So if we,
Because there's just different solutions.
Mhm. And then, let's see. Based on what else we found, we did the rotation. Do you think there's any more that would work?
The reflection.
The reflections. So if we did the reflection over the x-axis. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, it would be here. We did reflecting. That's only if we have 2. Would it work if we had 3?
No.
No. So is that the only one that works?
Yes.
The rotating. Okay. Thank you. Thank